Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Jaguars coming in at 6-3, going up against the Seahawks, who come in at 4-5. With that, let's head up the road to Jacksonville, Florida. Standing by are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Wilson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense. In terms of levels, first level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
On third down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He's got time. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On first down, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. There's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come out here in the eye. On third and goal, Wilson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now you're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal to go now. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. An encroachment penalty here. Maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Green, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Roughing the passer. That's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Black 58, rail. Check. Check. Ace. 52.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and goal from the 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And it's up and good. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. And the wideout in motion. From the gun on third down, Wilson going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. From midfield, here's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bortles now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Surveying the field. He's going to let this one go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Jaguars getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Bortles going to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Bortles throwing on second down, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss, and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the one. First and goal. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown. touchdown number 8 on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Carry heading left. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another pistol look here. On second, now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one's back to an 8-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
The 20, and now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Bortles is going to throw for it. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Cooks will come in motion right. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's got some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it. But where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Play action. Now Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold. On, and it brings up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
From midfield, here's Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Now they'll run on the draw. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 22 on that one. And the Jags are going to have a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offensive coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Bortles. And my good, does the big boy have the juice? A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get...
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
There he goes, right side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a first down.
And that's the way to start a drive, and that's the way to continue a drive. Back-to-back, nice chunk plays. And if you're the offensive coordinator in your chess match with the defensive guy, you're thinking maybe you put him in a spot where he's got to load up against the run, because that last one was a really nice play. What are you going to do now? Do you go ahead and play into it, continue to run the ball?
And he lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd-and-1. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They pick it up on 3rd-and-1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Here we go now. Green 38. Here we go now. Blue 45.
Now a handoff here to his running back. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get in overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel.